Hello and welcome for a new UniTFT Designer video tutorial. My name is Michael and I'm working for Electronic Assembly's development team.
This tutorial discusses the possibility of multilingualism in the UniTFT series and its support in the UniTFT Designer. In the language editor, individual key names can be defined and the respective translations entered. The UniTFT Designer creates then a set of string files using the data from the language editor, one for each language. You can find the editor under the ribbon tab Tools. We want to add German as another language besides English. To do this, we select the English column and add another column to the right of it. We rename this column to German. Now we rename the key name in the first row to Hello. With this name, we can access the translation later. Now we can enter the translation in the corresponding columns. Hello World in the English and Hallo Welt in the German column. We now place a text per drag and drop to display the translation. We select a larger font for a better overview. To be able to use multilingualism for the text, we have to set the language entry in the text section to Yes. Now we can select our just defined key name in the combo box. The English translation now appears as text. The default language can be adjusted in the settings. If you select German as default language in the combo box, the displayed text changes. Texts of other objects can also be equipped with key names for multilingualism. We want to place a spin box for the weekdays Monday to Friday. To do this, we first extend our language table in the language editor. We insert 5 new columns and enter the days of the week along with key name and translation. Now we can place a spin box and edit it by double-clicking. First, we delete all entries. Then we set the check mark at Use Language Keys. Via double-click, we can now add new entries and select the corresponding key name in the combo box. Also, for other objects like button and combo box, the UniTFT Designer offers the possibility of multilingualism. We would like to be able to change language also at runtime. For the selection, we want to use a combo box. We delete all entries and add English and German. It is important that we use the same names as in the language editor for the language. For better understanding, I would like to add the flags as icons too. We give the combo box a nice name. We now need another macro to change the language. We create one and rename it. When selecting a language, this macro should be called. So we select it as release macro for the combo box. The first thing we need to do in the macro is deleting the old set of string files. This is done with the command vfd. Now we read the object string of the combo box and store it in the string register as 0. The object string contains the current selected entry of the combo box. Then we can load the new string file with the vfl command. Since we have selected the combo box entries in the same way as the languages in the language editor, we can directly use a combo box entry for this purpose. We have loaded the string into the string register in advance. To apply the new string file to all texts, the current screen must be reloaded. However, we have to make sure that we save the current entry of the combo box. We want to use register R0 for this purpose. To keep the code easy to read, we define a beautified name for the register. When starting the project, the second entry from the combo box should be selected, German language. Therefore, we pre-allocate the register with 2. Back in the macro, we assign the current entry from the combo box to the register with the VRI command. With the compiler command ID, we get the register ID out of the beautified name. The current entry number from the combo box can be obtained with the calculation command object combo box last value. The language can also be stored in the RTC RAM. Then the selected language can be set again after a reboot. Finally, the screen must be reloaded with the mrn command. In the screen initialization, the entry in the combo box remembered in register R0 must be selected. This is done with the command ECO. Now we would like to see the behavior in the simulator. If you change the language in the combo box, the text will change as well. The language editor table is saved as CSV file. This can be found in the project directory in the data folder. Important information: Microsoft Excel cannot handle CSV files that contain Unicodes. Excel cannot export CSV Unicode files. So be sure to edit with LibreOffice or another tool. Let's open the file. When opening and saving the file, please take care that the CSV file is separated with semicolon. The file can now be edited. If you reopen the project in the UnityFT Designer, all changes have been applied.
I hope you enjoyed today's UnityFT video tutorial. Maybe you have time and play around a little bit with our sample projects and enjoy our other tutorials.